Hello, it's time for Flashback, the weekly history quiz. Let's find out what's happened in history. In the 1820s, as more people toil for hours in factories, they need a midday meal at work. They start calling it lunch. Amazing. Against that, in the US, weather forecasts are first created by a computer. Its 24-hour forecast is somewhat accurate, but unfortunately it takes about 24 hours to produce. Incredible, incredible good fact. We'll put that in the 1950s? Yeah, 1950 precisely. Okay, Persia's ruler Abbas I helps bring high heels to Europe. European men wear them to show their wealth since no one can do any real work in them. When do I think that would be? The 18th century? No, older than that, right, as the 17th century was beginning. Dr. John Kellogg creates cornflakes to help his patients digest food. His brother will drop the health focus, add sugar, and sell it as a breakfast cereal. I think this is the late 19th century. It is, yeah, the very late 19th century, 1894. Theodore Maiman invents the laser with many peaceful uses for research and optics. Newspapers sum it up as LA man discovers science fiction death ray. Yeah, well, right. When do I think that is? Do I think that's before or after 1950? I sort of feel that newspapers referring to science fiction death rays would kind of need this to be after 1950. It was 1960, okay. It's hard for me to imagine that being a kind of cultural reference that would make any sense prior to 1950. Under Eisenhower, the U.S. ignites one of its first hydrogen bombs in the Castle Bravo test. The deadly fallout helps inspire the film Godzilla. Wow, interesting. That was part of the inspiration for Godzilla. Huh. Okay. That'll go here, I guess. Yes, 1954. Help that it was Eisenhower to help place the timing. An animated character, Mortimer Mouse, is created by Walt Disney and his team. His wife says the name sounds pompous and to instead call him Mickey. That's funny. That'll be before 1950. Yes, 1928. Roger Williams founds Rhode Island. Massachusetts had exiled him for his religious beliefs, so he's one of the first colonists to separate church and state. That's pretty interesting. Was Rhode Island? Yeah, presumably 1644. I would have thought 17th century, and it was. Okay. The Star Chamber, an English court, is formed to fight injustice. It punishes moral crimes as well as legal ones, but is later ended when it becomes unjust itself. All right. Boy, everything feels very crammed together in this week's one. Could be I think maybe the 17th century. No, I was much too late. 1487. Okay, that was a shame. So yeah, missed one there. And oh wow, this was a tough week because look, the plurality of people missed even more than that. All right, yeah, so a relatively small percentage of people. I bet that was the one that tripped people up. Well, it certainly was one. Yeah, more than half of people were incorrect about the Star Chamber in 1487. What else? Right. So nearly a third of people misplaced Abbas I bringing high heels to Europe. I mean, fair enough. It'd be a surprising thing to know confidently. Rhode Island, most people placed Rhode Island correctly. And similarly, most people placed Dr. John Kellogg and his brother's sugary cereal correctly. Similarly, most people placed Mickey Mouse correctly. But it's interesting. These all are above 90% correct, but not 99% correct. So you can feel that there's sort of just mistakes seeping in. The weather forecast was very highly correctly placed, but half of people misplaced the hydrogen bomb test. I wonder if people were thinking maybe this was the first atomic bomb as opposed to the first hydrogen bomb specifically. Maybe they were placing it earlier because, they were thinking it needed to be before the use of the bomb in Japan. I don't know. And then, right, about a quarter of people misplaced the invention of the laser. Wouldn't be surprised to put that before 1950. I could imagine thinking that for sure. I just for some reason, I just thought the death ray thing made that unlikely. All right, well, there we go. So yeah, tricky week for sure this week. And I'll be back next week with more of it. Hope you join me. Bye for now.